So there have been trades that I've broken down on this channel that I have been able to defend before. Whether it was like Sidney Jones or I guess just down the line, there are certain things where I'm like, guys, don't really freak out. This is fine. It's not really much. And I can kind of, understand, everything behind it and the trade value. But man, today's trade was not good. Jaguars ship off former 2020 first round pick, number 9 overall pick, CJ Henderson. They are trading him away as well as a fifth round pick to the Carolina Panthers in exchange for a third round pick and tight end Dan Arnold. And, CJ Henderson, it's been a tough subject with him really ever since draft day. You know what I mean? We have psychology analyst kind of saying, look at his body language. He does not want to go to Jacksonville. And ever since being in Jacksonville, it's been a little bit of a mess from, what's going on with this guy? Is it kind of a mental health thing? Is he like, does he not want to be on the Jaguars? Why is he always hurt? Because, I mean, the guy, suffered a IR. He went to the IR last year from a groin injury, and then shortly after that, he was suffering from a shoulder injury that kind of held him out of like OTAs and training camp, and then now he's dealing with some kind of like hip or groin, or he's back on the injury sheet again. So the guy really hasn't been healthy, but this just goes down as another just failed draft pick from the regime. I mean, you can't get mad at Trent Baalke and Urban Meyer for what CJ Henderson has been producing for the Jaguars because obviously they did everything they can to make it right. I mean, when he wasn't showing up to OTAs or when he wasn't showing up to training camp, they actually went as far, Urban Meyer and Charlie Strong, to go into his house and talking to him. And then, they tried to kind of get him incorporated with the team by putting him on an exercise bike in front of everybody. Maybe not the right move for a guy like CJ Henderson. And I don't know, like it with CJ, there were everybody was saying all these different things about him. Oh, he doesn't want to be here. Look at his body language. You know what I mean? He's people were saying that he's bad. Look, when CJ Henderson is playing on top of his level, he is a very, very good cornerback. He is the best defensive back on the team when healthy, when into it. He has a lot of physical tools that you would want in a guy. But it sucks that this did not work. And I don't know if this is a testament to the 2020 offseason where you weren't really able to kind of meet guys in person, talk with them, bring them into your facilities. Everything was done via Zoom. And maybe that, if Jaguars would have been able to kind of meet with them, maybe that would have dropped them off their boards. But another top 10 pick that just did not work out for the Jaguars. And the real gut punch is the trade value that we got for him. You know what I mean? Third round pick, day 2 pick, like whatever. But you get him for tight end Dan Arnold. And Dan Arnold, the Jaguars could have signed him this offseason. Jaguar fans and everybody, media, we've been banging the table, get a tight end. We need a tight end, get a tight end. And the Jaguars have ignored all signs of that. And they could have got Dan Arnold the Carolina Panthers signed him in the 2021 offseason on a 2-year, $6 million deal. The Jaguars could have easily afforded that and easily went after him, but they kept ignoring the position until the game time comes and the glaring hole is out there where, like, one of Trevor Lawrence's best throws from week 3 was an interception because it hit Hollister right in the hands. He tips the ball up and it's intercepted. And then later on, Luke Farrell fumbled the ball. We were able to recover, but, he fumbled the ball later on, and then Chris Manhertz hasn't had a catch since week 1. The tight end room is just a mess, and we all kind of saw this coming, but they didn't do anything about it. So we get third round pick and Dan Arnold, and it just stinks that the CJ Henderson thing didn't work out. And it also feels like, I mean, could you have gotten better draft capital for him? I don't know. Like, we were all, at least because I was always complaining, look, I'm tired of trading away players just for draft picks. I want players. We did get a player, but I don't know how much of a needle mover this really is. I mean, Darren Arnold is just kind of a mid-range tight end. He's not excellent. I mean, he's not too bad either, but, that's kind of the trade value that we got for him. So, CJ Henderson, when he is right, when he is into it, he's a great cornerback. But the fit was never good for the Jaguars, and it was always awkward having him around. We had all these, couch psychologists saying all these different things about him and all these different rumors about him. I guess at the end of the day, I'm kind of glad all that is over because I hate speculating on things outside of the game of football because it's all speculation and sometimes it's unfair if these guys can't defend themselves. But obviously it was a weird fit from the beginning, and just another failed first-round pick for Dave Caldwell. And I believe the only first-round picks from Dave Caldwell that are still on the team right now, are Taven Bryan, Josh Allen, and Caleb on Chason. Not good. Not good, man. So, yeah, that's the trade. Carolina's backfield is going to look pretty good. Their defensive backfield with, J.C. Horn, C.J. Henderson. They also have, like, A.J. Boye out there. Man, yeah, it's tough. It's tough. So, they start off 3-0. They're getting pretty hot. Now we got to kind of root for them to lose, so maybe that'll help out the Jaguars draft pick, but, whatever. Tough day. Tough pill to swallow. I was a CJ fan, but at least the kind of headache in some sense is over. But thank you guys for watching. Go Jags.